first question that we made her was why did she contact with the association? The main reason was that her mother was suffering from Alzheimer. She and her sister were really lost because they never lived a situation like that. Then they started searching information and until they heard of it. When they communicated with the association and having the first conversations about the topic, they felt like a door had just been opened and they had a big support system. It was like the relief that they had been looking for ever since they noticed that her mother was suffering from Alzheimer. The second question was why did she decide to be part of it? It was in part because of the help that they received when her mother was sick. After she passed away, she had too much free time, so she decided to invest it in the association. Despite this, the main reason was that she wanted to offer support to others and treat others like the way she was treated, to make it easier for them. Nowadays, she's really involved as the president, and she also mentioned that whenever she travels to other countries, she always investigates how they treat Alzheimer patients there.
What does she do as a president? She directs and manages everything, but she said that he had searched for another person to help her because now it's too much and so she can take care of everything. Neither can she crumble. What type of activities do they develop with the patients? She mentioned that in the majority of cases, when the families go there, the most of patients have already lost a huge part of their cognitive capacities. So the activities depend much of their capacities and the groups are normally made with similar people because they want that them communicate.
We asked her what's the worst part during the illness especially the families. She said that it was the first part, that's neglection of the illness, because people there, maybe when their relatives got diagnosed with Alzheimer, they always say, well, it must be something else, or another illness, but they try to avoid it, but there has to pass a time to accept that and accept the fact that they have Alzheimer. So a lot of them go to the associations and there, as Isabel, they can be guided and make that time easier. And she said that it gets easier when time passes. Obviously there's bad times also, but they get used to it and they live a better life. In the end, we asked her how does she see the patients in a psychological way, and she had to clarify that it depends on their illness, obviously, and what part of their illness are. But despite of that, most of them are become better in a mental health state when they got there than before, because in the association they try to make activities and they make the patients communicate in groups and interact so they feel less isolated. She spoke about a man that before going there was in a vegetal state, but not because of Alzheimer, because of his mental health. He didn't want to speak anything, and when he first got there in the first sessions, he started opening up and communicating with the group. So I think that was pretty good for him to have a better quality of life. And then she also mentioned that COVID situation was really bad for the patients because the associations were closed, which she thinks was a huge mistake because they couldn't go there, so they were isolated in in their home, and maybe their relatives or family can give them, well, they can care of them in a psychological way, but in a physical way, sorry, but psychologically, they don't know how to treat them. So that was devastating for the patients. Well, and that's all.
Excellent.